Every day that young girl. Be careful with your father-in-law at the back of the house. Boil water, gently wipe every stain of dirt on. Old body trembling of. He is a devoted daughter-in-law. That should have been. Be appreciated but not the eyes around. Just filled with words. It's a very young joke that keeps on wrapping up. The blind old man. Anyone who believes in purity is targeted. To the land with the house not yet. Who is free to take care of it? In the end, kindness is worth it or not. The eyes of the world can be squeezed. Twisted into a story, often ugly. Come with us. Listen to this moving story. And leave your feeling underneath the vase. Please tell us about the small wooden house. At the foot of the mountain where from Bao, now he lives with his son living on each other. You used to be a person. Strong man. A strong husband, a strong father, but life never loves the poor. His wife the gentriest woman in the neighborhood. He left the world soon after the birth of his only son. Same day. In the collapsed house the weak cry of the new child is born in harmony, and the winds howl through the roof. He knelt beside the body of his wife, her hands trembling. He put it on his cold face, but he didn't cry. He just bent his head and swallowed it all the pain, and Tim promised himself, I will raise you up from there. His life just turned around. A common word you don't mind. I don't care about my body. As long as there is enough rice for you to eat. Good top. Let me where the village people often see a person. Skinny men carrying bigger bundles of wood. Double shoulder bare bottle hotel for carrying night rentals. No matter how tired. He still quietly sewn each line on the my shirt to my son. Although poor is as decent as Bao. Another child, but then tragedy again. Down in your life once. Go to work in the forest, accident suddenly happened, a branch. The tree fell from above and hit the robber in the head. Light from the eyes of the day. He was only 10 years old in front of her. I'm hanging around in the dark, he doesn't know what to do but hold on tight. When you cry, you raise your hand. Curious to touch. Boy's face, scar-covered hand stroked his soft hair. Don't cry, I'm alive. I still have you, and from that day on. Even though his eyes were small, Trung still tried to do it. I went everywhere for a job, but one of them. What can a blind man do? Father and son, they opened a small repair shop along the way. The kindness of those who came back many years later. Grow up to be a strong man. You are my feet, are my light. You are his only pride. To one day meet tomorrow. Mai is a gentle girl who suffers. At first I didn't mind the towel. To a poor man like Trung Kai. Trung brought my back to his eyes again. The first cry. He gripped his son's hand, Bottle Run Hotel. Put on Mai's future daughter-in-law's shoulder. I have nothing but him. He has a son now. I can't see you, but I believe you are a good person. Their wedding was so simple that they couldn't afford it. A big party with only a few bowl of white rice and vegetables. Forest, but for them it is enough because happiness does not lie in the wealth that lies. The way they have loved each other since. Tomorrow, the small house becomes warmer every morning. Mai helped him wash his face and cut his hair. Keep everything organized so that you can easily find Trung and work hard. Trying to save up for one day. That can take you down to the clinic, but no one expected the tragedy again. Up to that day. Pouring rain from the early morning. The cold wind swept through. Mai's roof sent her husband to make love. Be careful, the road is slippery. When you see danger, go back to the center smiling. My wife squeezed me and left. Don't worry about this afternoon. I'll buy you some baked sweet potatoes tomorrow. Shadow of her husband after the rain, but in her heart there was a. Suddenly, it was intense until. It is still dark. Go to the door and wait for the darkness. The small house feels uneasy. Bat. Peace in your heart rises to the extreme. Then a colleague from the Middle East ran away. To the white face, breathless, no out of breath. Come to Trung on factory tomorrow. I felt the whole world collapse in a second. That minute you rushed. I walk like I want to get down but still try to run. To where a horrifying sight struck. Her eyes are fixed. moving in the cold ground body covered in Chinese English blood. Please don't leave the rice as if it's broken. To embrace her husband. I said an iron beam fell on me. Is everything going too fast? Who can save the cold rain? The next day he sat on the doorstep. Blind eyes soulless towards the far. You can't see it, but you know your son. You're gone, Trung. Leave me in my Sao. His hoarse voice choked in his throat. Tomorrow she looks at her father-in-law. Now it's just the two of them relying on each other. After the funeral many people said, tomorrow I should leave my daughter to husband. Being with my father-in-law is very controversial, but my can't leave. You know, if you leave, there will be no more. Who was next to me one night when there was only the father and son in the house said quietly. Tomorrow I know you love. But you can leave, don't fight for me. Change your happiness. My clasped his hand, her voice was steady. Dad, I've seen you as my real father for a long time, and if you go, you'll be miserable for the rest of your life. Can I stay and take care of you? He was unable to speak, but no one thought it was just the beginning of the gray sky tragedy. Spray cover small village static space. It seems to contain it's been a long time since I lost my house. The foot of the mountain became even quieter. Now in the morning quietly take care. It's like a habit, you have no water. There are no more eyes to cry on, enough to think about the future in front of you. There's only one person now. Blind old man needs you every day. Come back tomorrow. His voice came up from the boat. Old Trey Bedmai. Put the hot porridge on the table. Quick step. To his father's stomach called out to his son, his thin hands came out. Groping in the space before, his face hurriedly grabbed his hand and felt it. The trembling of my dry fingers. Are you tired of letting me help you up? Give me a warm wipe, her voice is soft but clear. That's what it's about. He shook softly. Tomorrow you are young, you can walk again. I don't want you to suffer. We live like this because we clench our hands. His voice ran but steady. Dad, don't say that if I leave. Go, I'll go. I can't leave you alone. He sighed in great pain, he knew. Stay with Mr. Mai will suffer a lot. Speak up, but you can't do it. Anything other than hate itself. My own powerlessness. At first no one said anything about stay tomorrow, but no, who can silence the words of life? The story starts with people. Women in the market then land quick. It's like a filthy flood. The young Mai is wrapped up. The old man who can believe what to do. It's to keep the land and keep the house. But being with my father-in-law listening to Sao that blocked the ears of the words, it gradually turned into a silent eye. Every time tomorrow, step out of the house once my go to the market buy. Less vegetables, but when you walk, two people who specialize in many things in the village. Chu and Goa's voice was heard. Oh my gosh, ladies, look who's still there. Stay in that house. The other woman laughed in a hidden voice, but Sto. Stay home, have land, have servants. Why don't you stop tomorrow and hold on tight to the corner? The shirt feels like that. I just slapped it. In your face, you don't want to. The pair just quietly chose to buy vegetables and spin. Go, but just went. Just a few more words, let it go cold. Sharp as a knife does not know how to care. My husband has other intentions. More laughter. As sharp as hundreds of blades. In the morning she bit her lips tight. So that the knuckles. Her hands are white, but she doesn't cry if she cries. Admit the words. That's right. Back home, Tim was strangled. Since then the villagers have begun to retreat. Tomorrow you will no longer be greeted every time you walk across the street. People look at you with cold eyes. And some of them even whispered in front of me. One day when I went and gang through the village water well. The child is playing, joking nearby suddenly run riot when I saw her, a little girl. Little huddled in my mother's bosom with fear. Mom, they say she's a bad person. Mom, don't talk with her. My stood there dead. Kia's mother pulled her out the back and looked. Tomorrow with the eyes. When my granddaughter was young, I didn't want her to play with me. Has a bad reputation. I can only go back and try to swallow. The pain is rising in your heart you don't understand. Why does his filial piety become? It is worth a day when Maya's washing clothes by the stream. An old and gentle neighbor. Go to the edge of the worried voice. Listen to me tomorrow, you're young. Another way, but tomorrow, he raised his face full of surprise. I also think you should. Leaving Sao, she sighed and put her hands on her shoulders. My eyes are full of wonder, not. I want you to go, but you know your mouth. How scary is no one? As I said, there is no way to stop it. You can live like this one and one day you won't. I can't help but try to stay calm. Do you believe me? She said quietly. Go away for a while and then look at tomorrow with eyes full of compassion. I believe, but tomorrow, my faith is not enough against the village. Where are the words? It's like a wake-up call.